Hey guys, welcome to the next tutorial of ethical hacking and penetration testing via Kali Linux. So in this tutorial, I'll be teaching you as to how we could go ahead and crack the Windows password from the secure accounts manager, that is from the SAM database. So what I would do is I would first go ahead and gain access to the victim's PC, and after that I would actually go ahead and try to crack his password. So the next time onwards I won't actually have to go ahead and let's say I won't actually have to gain access to his computer, since I would be already having the username and the password. So let's start with the Windows 7 computer, and I'll just go ahead and enter my details. Okay, and I'll use my password. Perfect, so it started, and I'll just go ahead and for the time being I'll just disable my Defender and go back over here. So I'll first open my toolkit, and I'll select one because I would be doing a social engineering attack. I would be going out and creating a payload and sending it to my victim. I'll select 4, and over here I'll need to go and insert my IP address. So I'll just type my config. So this is my IP address. I'll just copy it and paste it over here. I'm using a reverse TCP connection, so I'll use 2 and I'll hit enter. I'll be using a backdoor executable so that I can gain access anytime, so I'll select 4 and I'll hit enter. The port would be 443. You can use any one which you want, but I would normally recommend 443 only. And just let this start. By the time this starts, I'll just go ahead and I believe it's in user share set. My file will be created over here, I believe. Yep, my file is created. I'll go ahead and start the listener, and I'll just go ahead and copy this file and paste it over here. Okay, perfect. I'll just copy it and paste it over here, and let's see if my Metasploit is started. I'll just go ahead and send this to the person and do something so that he actually goes ahead and starts it. And I have my session open. Sessions is and what it did in short is that I actually checked how many sessions are open. Only one, so I use the ID 1. I means ID, so 1 to go ahead and access that. And now I'll just go ahead and check all the PIDs that were there, so that I could go ahead and see exactly which things are available. So I'll just go ahead and type help. I'll just go ahead and expand this. So I would be dumping the hash database. As you can see, I have the option over here. But before that, I will just go ahead and migrate myself to something else. So let's see if I could do that without actually gaining access to the root system. So let me check. Let me check what would I believe it's PS. Yep, PS it is. And Windows Explorer.exe. The ID is 2376, I believe. Yep, so I'll just type migrate 2376. Just 2376, right? Yeah, perfect. Migrated successfully, and now I'll go ahead and delete my payload from over here. Perfect, and my session should still be running. Perfect. Let's check. Perfect, everything is working. So now I need to go ahead and dump this Windows 7 dump file. So let me just go ahead and check. I'll just type hash_dump. Let's see what happens. Okay, privileges password get SAM hashes. The parameter is incorrect, so I believe that I would need to go ahead and let's say I would need to gain access to the system, that is the not the administrator, the system access to go ahead and do that. So I'll first go ahead and gain access to my system. So I'll just go ahead and try to use my another method, which would be run post windows gather has done. Let's see if that works. Okay, so I'll need to go ahead and get the system access before I could do that. So let's go ahead and get the system access now. So in order for us to do that, I'll first check whether I can go ahead and get access to system. So I'll just first type get UID. Okay, get UID. Okay, I'll just go ahead and check UID, I believe. Okay, I have the system access. Let's try to get if I could get access to system. Okay, I won't. The reason being that I have user account control enabled over here. So now I'll need to go ahead and bypass the user account control. So I'll just go ahead and type it over here, use privs, and use priv, I believe. It's been already loaded. So I have my alternate one. We run post windows gather once priv, and let's see what happens. Okay, so I only have these privileges right now. And now I'll just go ahead and background this session for the time being. The reason because I need to go ahead and bypass that. And now I'll go ahead and try to search everything related to UAC. Let's see what I think, or all the things that we get. So we have all of these things. So we would be going ahead and using the exploit bypass UAC. So I'll just go ahead and copy, and I'll just type use. Okay, paste, and okay, perfect. Now I need to go ahead and set the remote host and the local host. But before I go ahead and proceed, I need to go ahead and set the exploit. So under bypass UAC, so I'll need to go ahead and set the Windows reverse TCP, because I'm using the current Meterpreter session right now. So I'll use set payload Windows Meterpreter reverse TCP, and I'll hit enter. And now I'll go ahead and set the local host to my IP address, which would be this, and I'll go ahead and set the port. Local port would be, let's say for example 8080, and I'll go ahead and set the session 1, and I'll go ahead and try to exploit. Let's see what happens. Okay, PI is not. Yep, perfect. It is done, I believe. Let's check.